Hey guys, great to see you back. My name is Michael Williams. Today we're going to be answering this question. What's the process? What's the system? How does the system work? What's the process that Pro90d uses to replace my current speaking style, the way that I speak, my mindset, the way that I think, and then my speaking identity, how I see myself, who I believe myself to be as a speaker. How exactly does Pro90d do that? So we're going to actually go in and I'm going to show you a few things. And then either in this video or the next video, we'll show you exactly what happens when you sign up to work with me one-on-one. Like, what's the process? What happens in the coaching sessions and so forth. So we'll probably do that in another video. But right now, I'm just going to go in and show you the system. So bear with me a little bit as we hop around and look inside the system. I'm just going to share this with you. So hopefully you can see this okay. But one of the first things that happens after you sign up is you are directed into the self-study portion of the system, or the self-study itself. Okay, the self-study where the videos, where the audios, or the PDFs, where the system lies. So you get access to that. And one of the first things that happens is you will see a welcome video. Hey, welcome. Here's what you need to do. Here's how you can get the most out of this, right? We talk about you're setting up realistic expectations. Why? Because some people come into this, oh, I'm just going to knock this out, right? Just in a couple of days, a couple of weeks, Stuttering is going to be gone. So we help you set up realistic expectations. Why? Because if you set up false or unrealistic expectations, you'll get frustrated and you'll quit. So if you have realistic expectations, you know what to expect, right? You're not really disappointed because you're already expecting certain things to happen. You're already expecting things to take a certain amount of time and effort. And you know, okay, I'm not doing this and this is why I'm not getting these results. Or I'm not doing enough of this and this is why I'm not getting these results fast enough. If I do more of this, which is very, very doable, we have strategies to help you embed this, integrate this into your schedule. Our busiest clients are our best clients. So we help you set up realistic expectations, right? And then we do something, or we give you something called a daily blueprint of activities. And this is the big one. I'm going to quickly go through this. So you're wondering, all right, what is it exactly? What is it specifically that Pro90d does to help replace or address all three of these things? So what we've done is we've compiled and we've designed a set of activities, and we give you the blueprints, a set of activities that you go through every day. We say 90 minutes for 90 days. If you can work your way up to about 90 minutes or more per day, at least I'd say 6 days a week, then you can see an incredible transformation in your entire being, right? Not just your speech. People tell me I feel calmer, I feel more. People are telling me I look calmer, I seem calmer, I'm more relaxed, I'm speaking smoother. So we've crafted a set of activities that address all three of those areas, right? All three of the areas that we talked about before. Let me just come back here and we're going to quickly show you these three areas, right? The activities that we're going to look at are designed to help you in all three of these areas. And so let's just take a look at how. Okay, so here we are, and we're talking about this daily blueprint of activities, right? Hopefully you can see this okay. And we give you basically 8 things that you need to do each day. Affirmations, breathing exercise, visualization, verbalization, audio listening or video watching, right? We try to encourage you to listen to a lot of audio because you can do that when you're on the go, right? And so audio listening or video watching, modeling and free flow speaking. Modeling is the core of our program. A practical application, that is, every day are you going out trying to implement what you learn? And then are you reminding yourself to do certain things all day long? Just remember that this isn't going to come automatically at first. You're going to have to be more conscious of how you're speaking in any given speaking situation. And if you're not conscious of it, then what happens is you will revert back to what you usually do. So we help you and give you strategies to help you become more conscious of how you're speaking in the moment. Now, what eventually happens is that you don't have to be as conscious about how you speak, because it'll start becoming automatic. You'll reach a level of automaticity as long as you're following this blueprint. You're doing it each and every day. So it's that blueprint. That's the how. You say, well, how does the system work? It works by your following that daily blueprint. We have specific audio, so someone could take that blueprint and say, okay, I'm just going to go listen to any kind of audios. No, we have very, very specific audios designed for you based on my years and years and years of work with people like you, based on my own personal experiences going through this, based on my years of teaching and training and so forth, and science. We always stay up to date with the science. And then the feedback that we get from our customers, our clients, our students, we roll that in. People say, this is what works. This works best. Boom. We roll that in. And so you're getting the very, very best thing that you can. We also have some tracking tools for you that will help you stay on track. So we have a speech confidence tracker where you can do it daily or you can do it weekly. Like, where am I at in terms of my smoothness? Where am I at in terms of my confidence level, right? And you can see yourself progressing or not, okay? We also have daily email reminders. You can sign, you get one every day for about 90 days, I think it is. And then you have a checklist that says, that gets sent to you on a daily basis, says, hey, did I do these 8 things? Yes or no, yes or no, and then it gives you a score. So all of this is included in the system itself, right? So if we go back, you're also going to have something called daily audios. These are a specific set of audios that I encourage you to listen to every day for at least a few weeks or so, right? And what these audios do is they imprint certain messages on your mind. I don't have to rush. I can take my time and say what I want to say. And by thinking that, by reminding us, that's just one example, it actually helps you change your thinking and therefore change your speech, okay? And so then we go through each week. We have the prerequisites that you go through. We talk about the science. We talk about immersing yourself. We talk about a mini habits strategy. We talk about laws, right? Again, we go through the science here. We talk about self-talk, very, very important. Then there's the ABCs. So a lot of amazing resources for you. And then we continue working through your speaking identity, working through how to help you relax and slow down, and then the free flow speaking exercise and the breathing exercise. We go through that. We talk about how to speak proactively. These are the same skills that people who are excellent speakers use. Anyone that you see who's an excellent speaker, to one degree or another, they're using some or all of these skills, right? We teach those skills. Why? Because it's not really about how to help you to stop stuttering or stop stammer, stop blocking, if that's your issue, if that's not. It's not about how to help you to stop doing something. It's about how can we help you start doing something? How can we help you start speaking smoother? How can we help you start articulating your thoughts clearly or clearer? How can we help you start to project and to speak with confidence? Because if you know how to do those things, then it's just a matter of practicing. I need to practice these activities every day. I need to think this way every day. I need to say this to myself. If I do these things every day, because of neuroplasticity, I'll begin to form new neural connections which will represent new patterns, new ways of speaking and thinking, and eventually new ways of seeing myself. Do you see how that works? So it comes down to specific activities that we have that help literally change your brain. So these are skills that people use who speak well, and so you'll learn what those skills are and you'll start to use them. And then we get into how can you begin to shift the thinking from yourself, get out of your own head, how am I speaking, to now how can I engage the people that I'm speaking with? How can I impact them? How can I speak in a way that makes people want to listen to me and makes people enjoy listening? And when I say make, it influences them. It says, wow, it invites them to say, well, I really enjoy listening to this, or I enjoy conversing with this person. So we get into that. Then we go into the ultimate presentation system, where you are able to, in an interview, in an important conversation where you have to explain something, or in a full-blown presentation. It doesn't matter if it's via Zoom or on video or live. You can use some or all of these strategies to more smoothly and clearly and confidently articulate your thoughts, so that when you're speaking, people are going to listen to you. When you're speaking, people are going to listen, and that's the important thing. So we will be walking you through all of those things in this system. So when you join Pro90d, the first thing that happens is you get access to that. So what's the second thing, or what's the first thing that happens if you're interested in working with me one-on-one and you want to accelerate that process? Well, you come to the coaching page, you go through all of this information here. Just almost every question you can have is going to be answered here. We have a Q&A section here. Again, almost all your questions will be answered here, if not all of your questions. Then you can book your consultation. When you book your consultation, what you want to do is make sure that you understand the pricing and that you're capable, that you're willing and able to afford the coaching at that time. So we don't want you to book an exploratory session. Why? Because we have so many people who do that, and they just want to get on there and just kind of talk, and they want to get some free coaching or something like that. We are very limited in our time, and so by the time that you book your coaching session, you should already know, you know what, this is something that I want to do, I can afford it, but I want to talk to Michael personally. I have some other questions that I want to ask him. I just want to talk to him personally before I pay my money, before I enroll. And we understand that. So be sure that before you complete this form, you're in a financial position where you can afford this, okay? Because we've had so many people just want to book, get free sessions. And I'll tell you, the vast majority, I'm just going to be totally honest, the vast majority of people, almost 99% of people who are not ready when they book their session, they don't necessarily come back later, right? They don't necessarily come back later to enroll. The people who book the session and they're ready, of course they can change their mind, but the vast majority of those people end up enrolling. Okay, when you're ready, book your session then, all right? This just makes it better for both of us. So you book your session, you complete this form, and then if and when you decide to move forward with the coaching, what happens is you and I then go through a little process where we connect via Slack. So let me just show you that. I'm going to show you that. So just bear with me for a minute and let's take a look at exactly what happens here. So you and I connect via a tool called Slack. So when you engage me in coaching, we use email only for notifications, but you and I can communicate more fluidly using this messenger system, this messenger tool. So we use Slack, right? And this allows us to communicate in between our sessions as we need to, right? So I'll get in touch. I'll say, how's things going? Can you send me an update video? We also use Loom, LOOM.com, for you to send me update videos and practice videos. If you have a question or challenge, or sometimes I'll just get in touch and say, how's things going, and so forth. So we use Slack to do that. So as soon as you register, you're invited to connect with me and our community using Slack. You then hear from my wife, Myra Williams, and she contacts you and arranges our schedule. So she'll have you look at your calendar, she'll look at my calendar, and we work out a schedule. So that's the first thing that happens as soon as you register. So then we communicate via Slack. All right, so what else happens? So after that, then basically you and I get together, and we start to work together. So what happens in the coaching sessions? Well, our coach sessions are 30 minutes apiece, and depending on the package you choose, 6 or 12 week. If it's 6 weeks, you actually get 7 sessions. 7 sessions. Why? Because one is an hour. One is for an hour. And then you get 6 30-minute sessions. Same thing, if it's the 12 session package, then you actually get 13. Each one is 30 minutes, but then there's 1 hour that's an orientation. And in the orientation, I walk you through that daily blueprint of activities that we saw. We go through each one of those. You have access to it. You can download it. You can watch the video. But we also go through it. I answer any questions. Here's the other thing that we do in the coaching that's extremely helpful is we troubleshoot. What if you're having a challenge kind of doing all of the activities? Then we look at strategies to help you embed and integrate the system into your day. And this can be extremely helpful, right? What else do we do in our sessions other than troubleshooting? Well, I observe you. So you're doing a practice exercise for me. You're doing a presentation, modeling exercise. We're conversing. You're asking me questions. I'm asking you questions. I'm observing how you're speaking, and I'm saying, okay, I'd like for you to focus on this one thing or these 2 things over the next week or 2, or for as long as it takes. And you work on those 1 or 2 things, and lo and behold, it smooths out your speech. And you say, okay, great, now I'm speaking smoother. Then I say, okay, great, now let's shift over and focus on this. And so you focus on that thing, and that smooths out your speech and takes you to the next level. And I say, okay, great, let's work on this. Or I say, okay, now we're ready to shift from looking and thinking about your own speech to thinking about how you can use your speech now, which is smooth, how you can use it to impact others. So we move into higher level things. So this is what we do in the coaching sessions, is we actually get into the nitty gritty. I observe you. I give you very, very personalized, customized feedback that when you follow it, takes your speech to the next level, and often very, very quickly. I see changes from week to week as long as you're doing the work. I am answering your questions. So when you're working on your own, you don't get your questions answered by me, right? You're getting your questions answered directly from me. If you can't wait, you send it to me on Slack. I'll either respond in writing, or sometimes I'll send you back a video. So it's very, very personalized. It's very customized. But what makes the coaching work is when you do the work. So as a guide, if I say, step here, do this, as long as you do it, you trust the system, you trust the process, you trust me. The people who just do it, man, they get results very, very quickly, right? The people who don't do it either don't get results, or they don't get the results they want, or it takes a longer time. Most people that I work with do it, and it's such a pleasure to work with folks who are just doing the work. So hopefully I've given you a high level as well as somewhat of a detailed level view, kind of an introduction, an overview on the system itself, how the system works. Now let's go back and say, well, why is it holistic? Well, it's holistic because we're not just addressing one aspect of your speech. We're addressing how you think, how you feel, how you see yourself, your beliefs. We have exercises to help you go through that. You are listening to audio that's changing what you think about and how you think. You're watching videos. You're doing exercises. You're observing yourself when you go out and speak. You're getting out there and practicing. Your confidence level is going up because you know that you're doing something and that you have support and you have a community and you have a system So you're actually feeling more confident. You're tracking yourself with our tools. All of these things are in Pro90d, backed by over a decade, more than that, but a decade worth of very, very relevant practice, science, feedback, and input. Okay, so if you're looking, if you're intelligent, you're a professional, and you're looking for a system that can help you transform your speech and therefore take your professional life and your social life to a whole new level, Pro90d is it. Pro90d is it. That's why we have so many professionals, doctors, IT professionals, scientists, engineers, and so forth, who love the system because it is a system and it is scientifically based. And there's so much experience, so much time behind it. Time doesn't necessarily mean anything, right? Someone can come with a brand new system, that's better. But in this case, time says, hey, this has been tested by lots of people all over the world speaking all different kinds of languages. And this guy's been doing this for a while. And so he's developed a level of expertise that he brings to the table that can help me take my speech to the next level. So that's why time, in this case, is important. All right? So I hope we've answered a lot of your questions. I want to encourage you to book your assessment session. Remember, you need to be ready. Doesn't mean that you have to do it, but you just need to be ready. And just remember, you're going to spend that money someplace at some point over the next whatever. Some people will spend it over the next few months. Some people will spend it on a vacation. You might spend it over the next year or 2 years. You're going to spend the money that you would invest in coaching somewhere at some point. If you can get the money, then you're going to spend it someplace. I have people in Africa who've saved for a year or 2 years to do the coaching. So if you have the money, if you're able to get the money, just remember you're going to spend it. Why not invest it in yourself where you can actually get a financial return? When you get that first job or when you get that next promotion, you get that better job, you often get that money back and tens or hundreds or thousands of times more than that money you get back. But then we're not even talking about the emotional, the psychological return that you get from investing in yourself, because you get that as well. So you feel better, your self-esteem goes up, your confidence goes up, your self-image changes, you're out there following your calling, you're able to dream more now, you're able to say, the options open up for you and you say, wow, you know, I always wanted to do this and now I can, or always wanted to, and now I can. So this is what happens when you go through this process. So book your assessment session, work with me one-on-one, let's accelerate the process. Just remember, I have limits on my time, and so I have limits on the number of people that I can work with. And so if you want to work with me, go ahead and book your session. We have some specials that are coming up, but if you're watching this video later, we may not have specials. We're talking about a Black Friday special that's going to be coming up soon. And so you're going to want to keep your eye out for that, because you're going to get a wonderful discount on the coaching for 2 days only. And here's the good thing about this. You can enroll now, you can save now, and you can coach later. So let's just say, you know what, I don't want to do this over the holiday. Well, guess what? You're going to save the most by doing this now. Then it's already paid for. And then we can coach in January. We can coach in February. Whenever. You can do the coaching, but you've paid for it and you saved your money, right? You've saved money. So, or you can enroll now and we can start now, okay? It's totally up to you, but you do have that option. Remember, I do have limited space, obviously, right? I have a certain number of coaching clients that I work with at any given time. So if you've got interviews coming up, if you're getting ready to make a switch, you've got important presentations coming up, don't wait. Your brain's not going to change overnight. You need to start the process now so that when that interview, when those important meetings, presentations come up, you're ready. Okay? Thank you so much for watching this video. Look forward to working with you personally. Look out for our Black Friday sale, which is going to be coming up on, let me just take a look. It's going to be starting on the 26th and we'll go through the 28th, and then that's it. and you won't see a sale like that for a while. Okay? Talk to you soon.